regular viewer of VH1 Classic, and I know that you are, I mean, come on, who isn't, right? Then you obviously know this guy hanging with me today. It's Huey Lewis. Now, as you know, Huey Lewis and the News have been creating rock classics for more than 25 years. Time is fleeting, right?
Exactly.
Huey Lewis and the News celebrated the event with a pair of shows last December that were both captured for a new DVD and a new CD, both titled What Else But Live at 25. Just one viewing or one listen and you'll know why Huey and his band are considered by their fans to be the heart of rock and roll. Now, people would obviously have to be living under a rock for the last 25 years to not know Huey Lewis and the News, but what many people don't know is before Huey Lewis and the News, you were in another band called Clover, correct?
Exactly. And by the way, many people do live under rocks.
That's true. It's nice and quiet there. But the Clover, actually born out of the 1960s San Francisco scene, right?
That's right, yeah. They were in existence sort of since 66, 67. I joined the band with Sean Hopper, who's in the News now, probably shortly after, what, 70, 71, something like that.
Okay.
We played clubs for 5 years, sort of 4 sets a night, almost 5 or 6 nights a week, until we got signed by Jake Revere and Dave Robinson and flown to England for Phonogram Records.
Wow, okay. And wasn't Nick Lowe a part of this whole thing?
Exactly. Nick Lowe was managed by Jake Rivera. And he was kind of a fan, oddly enough. He was one of maybe 3 or 4 that we had in England.
That's a good fan, though.
Yeah, and he kind of produced us initially. He recorded us and so on. We developed a great relationship with him. He's a fabulous songwriter and a great guy.
What I found was interesting when I was reading some stuff is that when you were from San Francisco, but you weren't a hippie counterculture band like the other bands that were coming out of San Francisco at the time. You were kind of a country rock band.
Right.
And then when you went to England, you went to be a part of the pub rock scene there. And when you got to England, you were kind of an outsider at that point too, because your timing was a little weird, correct?
Well, exactly, yeah. I mean, punk sort of hit right when we arrived, and it was sort of wrong place, wrong time. But it was a great education for us all, really. And you know, I did a lot of sessions over there and learned how to make records and so on. And from the punks, you know, because I didn't sing. I wasn't the lead singer with Clover, and I sort of sang a little backup, mainly just played harmonica, because I have this voice that wasn't sort of, I was led to believe wasn't sort of radio friendly. You know, this is in the 70s with whoa, whoa, you know, that kind of stuff. And and I had this sort of rootsy voice. But with the punks, I saw them sort of thumbing their nose at the music industry and playing their own songs their own way. And although that, you know, musically it wasn't up my alley, the stance was really enviable. Clover had tried to package ourselves to be sort of attractive to the major record labels, and I vowed that if Clover, you know, if it didn't work, I would just simply go back to San Francisco and start my own band with my favorite musicians and play my local club and sing all the songs myself. And that's what I did. That's
cool. That's really cool. Oh, man. Well, we're going to talk about what happened when you came back to San Francisco next. So stay with us because I'll be back with more Huey Lewis here on All-Star Jams. Let's watch some videos, though.
Good idea.